Welcome to episode 427 of the official Game Stitch podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Raymer.
With no producer Gerald this week.
We're down to Gerald.
We're down to Gerald.
Now, this show could go a lot of different ways.
This show could go a lot of different ways. That is an incredible understatement.
I mean, it's only going to go one way for me. If it goes away for you, then it goes away for me.
Then it goes away for you, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only way it goes anyway for me.
Just to, as everyone knows, my wife and I are expecting. She is in the hospital, currently in the process of being induced. Now, before you say, wow, you're a shitty dude because you're sitting here doing a podcast while your wife's in labor, that is not what's happening.
He's not a shitty dude. He's dedicated.
No. Basically, inducing labor does not mean you go straight to having a baby. When you induce labor, you have to induce the whole process, which, if any of you have had children, or have wives or girlfriends who have had children, you know that takes a matter of days before you get to a certain point where the body is to the point where it's ready to put a baby out. So I'm going to be incredibly exhausted on those days. So my wife has decided, we decided it would be a good idea for me to, spend all day in the hospital with her, come home around 6 or so, feed the dogs, spend some time with the animals so they don't get super lonely. And then sleep here to get some good rest before the time comes when there's no rest, which is probably the rest of my life at this point. But
it was looking like I was going to have to do this show alone because of poor planning, not on your part, on my part. Yeah. and then you said, well, in this relaxation period, I'll just bang out a podcast.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be relaxing right now. I'm supposed to be sleeping and preparing. But
yeah.
I didn't want to leave you in a precarious position of talking to yourself for an hour or so. So,
yeah, I've done it. It's weird.
It worked out. It is weird. I've done it too, and it's
weird.
But it worked out, and we managed to. When we decided what was going on today, I think I texted you a couple hours ago and was like, "Hey, can you do this at this time?"
Yeah, it's. Let me tell you just how structured we are. I'm going into this weekend. First off, it's Friday. We typically record on Sunday morning. It's Friday night. I'm going in the weekend like I'm going to do it alone. I'll figure something out. A couple different ideas I was working with. Neither one would come of anything because I'm not going to do any work. So what I would do is just turn the mic on and talk for an hour without a plan.
No, you don't have to.
And then you just text me at like 4 o'clock, and you're like, you good at 8 o'clock your time or whatever. Actually, you asked me about today or tomorrow.
I asked you about today. I said
tonight
first. I said possibly today or tomorrow.
Yep.
I might be able to fit it in, and
I sent you my schedule, or as my high school teacher said, my schedule. I sent that over to you.
You sent your schedule over to me.
Yeah.
And then this hit. So, yeah, I think it was actually, I can tell you exactly what time I texted you. I'm going to look right now because I'm curious.
I just want everybody to know how little time we need to be ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is currently 9:28 p.m. Eastern Time, and I texted you at 7:06 asking if you could do 8 o'clock your time. So 2 hours ago.
Yep.
Almost 2.5 hours ago is what we've done to put this together. So,
and I sent you the strongest of all confirmations. Should be
able to.
Oh, I punched the mic. That's how excited I got.
So I just said okay, because I know you well enough to know that probably means you're going to be on. But now I'm going to wait to hear from you.
Yeah, that meant I'm good. Should be was.
So
should be is like
8:59. You good?
Yeah, should be is not like my maybe. You know, some people say maybe when they mean no. Should be for me means like God willing. Like unless something happens.
No, your should be is yes.
Yeah.
Pause. Unless.
Right.
Is what it is.
Because I'm good, but if I break my arm during dinner, I'm not going to make it.
I get it.
Yep. Turns out dinner was fine. I had pizza.
So you didn't break your arm?
Didn't break my arm, and then I had s'mores after the pizza. So it was a pretty solid night. I had like the best experience ever. First off, I don't like shopping. I don't like people.
Mm-hmm.
But I got the Echo frames, the glasses that have the Echo built in. First off, I look like a dumbass in them. And also, I think they didn't get something right with the lenses because they're weird, right? They're not normal glasses.
Yeah.
They didn't get something right. So using them, something was shitty about them. So I'm actually, the glasses I had before that, the reflective coating or whatever was peeling off. So I had to quit wearing those. So I'm wearing 2 glasses ago.
Mm-hmm. So you
but
can't see very well.
Well, no, my prescription hasn't changed. It's just, these are old. And so on a whim, I'm like, I want to get new glasses. I just switched jobs. I still have money in my old HSA card. And I like now that I don't work there, they're charging me every month that it's in there.
Oh.
Something fair like that.
That's...
Yeah, it's like my money, but it's fine. Act like that.
Weird.
Yeah,
okay.
And so on a whim, I'm like, I'll just get glasses today. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, I don't know if... First off, people got that stimulus money.
They did.
So every place is stupid right now.
True story.
They can't get it gone quick enough. And if you're one of those people, shout out to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I knew how bad it was going to be. So I go to the mall, go to Lens Crafters. First off, there's only one person in the whole store.
Wow, poor planning on their part.
No, just shopping. There's like 3 people working.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, all right, well, maybe we'll see. So
yeah,
I walk in.
Everybody's out buying lawnmowers and DVD, and, TVs and shit. They're not buying
Best Buy was
shit. Like
parking lot was banging.
Glasses.
So I walk in. Lady goes, "Hey, you need any help?" I said, "I sure don't." She said, "Anything you try on, put in the brown bins because we sanitize them before putting them back out." Easy enough. Grab a pair, look dumb in them, put them down. Grab a pair, look dumb in them, put them down. Grab another pair. They look perfect on me. I like them. I dig them. Price is right. Good to go.
Nice.
So I walk up. I'm like, "Hey, I do want these." She's like, "You have your prescription?" I said, "Sure do." She said, "Using insurance?" I said, "Nope." She goes, "Okay." She said, "You want the same thing as last time?" I said, "Yep." She's like, "All right." She said, "We're doing a 50% off your lenses since you're buying frames." I was like, "I got this $50 off coupe also that you guys emailed me." She goes, "Okay, I'll stack it. Here's your price." I said, "All right." She said, "They'll be here in 8 days." It's like, "All right." She's like, "Here's your total." Slid my card. She's like, "All right, have a great day." I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" I was in the store for like 10 minutes.
Nice.
So I'm like, that best experience I've ever had. And then I'm up on my feet all day, and one of my coworkers is like, "You got to get the Brooks, the shoes, the Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get those. Change your life." He said, "I had plantar fasciitis, whatever it's called." And
Sure.
I went to the foot doctor, the pediatrician, what is it? Yeah, that's it.
Podiatrist?
Podiatrist. Yeah. What did I say? Children's doctor?
Pediatrician? You started to say pediatrician.
Pedophile?
No.
He went to podiatrist. Foot doctor was like, "You got to get running shoes. You got to get Brooks if you're on your feet all day. You got to go where the runners go." So he went and got a pair, and he's like, "They changed my life, and now I tell everybody to buy them." So I'm like, well, maybe I need to get a pair of these fuckers, My feet aren't bothering me, but they might.
Right.
So I went to Dick's because it's in the mall, and I was already in the mall because of the glasses. So I'm like, they probably won't have any I like. I don't wear sneakers because you don't like the term tennis shoes. So
I do not.
I normally would say tennis shoes there, but you don't. I don't normally wear sneakers, so I'm like, I probably won't like these. I was respectful right there.
I appreciate it. You can call them trainers if you'd like to. That's fine too.
No, I don't. I want to call them tennis shoes real bad.
Not unless you're fucking playing tennis in them. We've had this conversation.
I'm not ever going to play tennis. So
I know.
I'm like, I probably won't like the sneakers anyway. So I go in, I look at them. First off, I like 5 pair just immediately when I look at them. I like the way they look.
Uh-huh.
So I go over to clearance. They have a pair over there. And I typically wear 10.5.
Okay.
I grab these clearance. They're 10.5. I put them on. Feels like I'm on a fucking cloud. I'm like, well, these are remarkable. They really are. These are a really treat for my feet.
These people were not lying.
Yeah. But the 10.5 is too big for me. I don't know if my foot got smaller. I don't know if they run big.
They might run big.
I don't know what's going on. And so they didn't have like a 10
in clearance.
So I went back over there and I was like, I like these. Well, they have a pair I really like. They're all black and gray. And I was like, they look good with anything I'd wear.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how much I plan an outfit. I'm like, can they go with more shit? And so I'm over there trying them on. Dude rolls by. He goes, hey, if you want to get those before you go pay, holler at me because I got a $20 off. As long as you spend $100, and they're $120.
Nice.
So I'm like, well, how about this guy? Just saving me $20.
Somebody who works there?
Yeah, he works there. Sorry, not a stranger.
Okay.
Not a fucking freak.
The other part would be weird.
Wanting to touch my feet, yeah. Not a foot fetish gentleman. So he comes over. He's like, you're going to get them? I said, yeah. He goes, hey, text kick off to this number. He's like, and then click on the link. They'll give you 20% off. As soon as you use it, reply stop, and then they'll never text you again. I'm like, my man. So I do it, go up front, no line, pay for my shoes, walk out, like 10-minute journey again.
Nice.
At this point, I'm willing to go anywhere.
Yeah,
like, I'll roll the dice on Walmart at this point.
You're pushing your luck, man. Now.
I went a couple other places. Everything went as smooth as possible. I should have went to the casino. Walked in, dropped $1,000, and just...
That would have been busy at the casino.
Even places that were busy, it was incredibly smooth. The smoothest day that I think I've ever had. It was also, you know how your days off usually feel like 5 minutes and the days you work feel like 50 hours?
Uh-huh.
It was the opposite. I was off and I feel like I lived 48 hours during that time period. I don't know what happened, but everything was firing perfectly yesterday. Went to a food truck, got a little dinner. I love a food truck.
That's good.
So they had the grilled cheesery.
Mm.
They do high-class grilled cheese.
Yeah, we got one. What do we got here? Cheese. I can't even remember.
Yeah, I got the Buffalo South, which is like 3 different cheeses, along with chicken and their house-made buffalo sauce, blue cheese, aioli on top of it. Fantastic. I got buffalo tots to go with it, and then right beside the grilled cheesery, the mini donut truck.
So where was this at?
Just in a neighborhood.
Okay.
Random as hell. They set up in these neighborhoods because we're starting to get a pretty good abundance of food trucks around here.
That's good.
The grilled cheesery is actually from Nashville. They drive down. But You're Driving Me Donuts was a place, which is a good name for a food donut truck, I feel like.
What was it called?
You Driving Me Donuts. And it's a little truck, but they make these mini donuts and they make them like on the spot, so they're hot.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. They were nice. And
that's nice.
They're fried and they had that crunch.
Mm-hmm.
The inside was warm. Plus, I had my fancy grilled cheese. And if you've ever eaten at a food truck, it's always stupid expensive.
Yes, it is.
It wasn't stupid expensive.
Really?
Either one of them. Yeah, I was blown away. It was a great day yesterday. And today wasn't a bad day. But yesterday's the kind of day that you model your days after. Like you'll chase...
That's when things go wrong.
You'll chase that day.
That's the problem, is now you're going to chase the dragon.
Yeah, you chase that kind of day. That's the kind of day Thursday was for me.
Now you're going to be like, man, remember that Thursday? And you're going to be chasing it, and you're going to be chasing it, and you're always going to be let down.
Yeah. It'd be like next Thursday, I'd be like, are there any food trucks around?
I would want my perfect day to be my last day.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, in this case, I don't because I didn't want to die yesterday.
Well, I get it. Yeah, in hindsight.
Right.
I get it.
But I woke up today fully expecting to have a shitty day.
And you didn't.
No, it was fine. It wasn't remarkable either way.
I've had a pretty crazy last 3 days. So.
Well, everything from here forward, as you explained earlier, is an unknown.
Yeah. My life has officially become a mystery / adventure.
It's just a constant unknown from here on out.
Yep.
But you'll reach a point where it'll level out.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. But yeah.
Just not for a while.
It's going to take a little bit.
Like no video games for a bit. Well, you're fine for a bit, then you all of a sudden won't be fine.
I'll be okay. I'll find my wife knows that I need a little bit. She knows.
Yeah, well, you'll be fine at first, I think. Then you're gonna hit that. You're gonna hit that weird time where there's just not time.
Yeah,
it won't be like a choice anybody's making. There just won't be time.
There just won't be time to do it.
Yeah, and then you'll be fine again.
Yep.
Just be that small period.
Yeah. I did get to watch. Since I've just basically been sitting in a hospital.
They let you in?
Just me.
Okay.
Just me.
Like one at a time, or like only you forever?
only me forever.
Okay.
Well, not forever.
No,
until she leaves.
Right. You're just still there.
Yeah. No, I wasn't allowed. Now, see, that's the thing is, okay. So Wednesday, she started having some funny symptoms that didn't sit right with her, so she called her doctor. The doctor told her to come in at 3:15 p.m. for an appointment. So she went in. They decided to send her over to triage. I'm not allowed in triage. So she's just letting me know what's going on. And I come home and I feed the dogs and everything. And she calls me at 9 o'clock and says, was it 9? It was 9. It was 9 o'clock. And she said, they're admitting me for 24 hours to keep an eye on some things. I said, everything's okay, though. And she's like, yeah, everything's okay, but they want to monitor these things. So I was like, okay, so they're admitting you for 24 hours.
Does that kind of stuff freak you out? Like, are you getting...
No, because she's the panic person, not me.
So if she's not panicked, you're
If
good.
she's not panicking, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Then it's really okay. So I'm like, okay. And I can't... She said, well, visiting hours are from 12 to 8 in 4-hour blocks. And I said, okay, well then...
It was 9 o'clock, right? Yeah. So.
It's 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at noon is when visiting hours start. And I'm like, well, then what I'll do, I'll just go into work tomorrow. And after work, I'll come up and see you. And she's like, okay. Then she calls me at 11 o'clock. I'm sleeping. And I answer the phone. And she says, they're inducing me. And I'm like, okay, so what do I need to do? And she goes, they moved me into a labor room. You can come here whenever you want to. I said, okay, well, let me do this. Let me sleep for 6 hours here, and then I'll be in. Because at this point, we don't know how long it's going to take or any of that. So I got there yesterday, and we sat there, and she's taking the meds and stuff, and nothing's happening. So I did get to watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, though. So that
figured you find time.
That was cool.
Now
for 4 hours and 2 minutes.
This is way too long. You should have held onto your Switch for a little longer.
Well, let me tell you something. Funny story. I took my Stadia with me, my Stadia controller, because I had the clip for it.
Yeah.
Turns out that it doesn't work on shared Wi-Fi connections.
Because you have to be able to log in.
Yes.
To the Wi-Fi, and you can't.
Yes. Didn't know that till I went to fire it up. So, but that was fine. I watched some other movies. And then plus the doctors kept on explaining enough stuff to us. So it took me 9 hours to watch the 4-hour movie.
Yeah, you'd be a shithead if they're explaining stuff and you're just in the corner
and I'm just
playing.
Watching the movie with my earbuds in, right?
With that, or you're just in the corner playing Phoenix Immortals Rising. This game's not even that good.
And so...
Little Nightmares 2 is up there.
It is up there.
I want to play it.
I know you do.
You could have played that.
Go ahead. No, actually, I couldn't have.
Well, in theory, you could have played it.
So I didn't know that. So I found that out today. It's pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah.
So I just watched today. So anyway, last night around 10 o'clock, she was passed out. So I came home, slept for another 8 hours. Not even 8 hours. Because I woke up at 6, and if I left there at 10, took a shower and everything. So I probably got another 6 hours of sleep. Went there today, waiting. Today I left a little earlier. Today I left at 7 o'clock when I texted you, essentially. But I did get to watch the first episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier today. So watched a few other things that I've been looking to get into. So that part's kind of nice because I took my tablet with me.
Yeah.
My tablet and my earbuds. So I got my 10-inch screen to watch my stuff on. And she's occupied because she's falling in and out of sleep and getting tested all the time. And the nurses and doctors are coming in and talking. So I'm doing this and back at it tomorrow.
I'm finally on the current season of The Walking Dead, so I feel like normal people now.
All right.
Yeah, I've caught all the way up. I think 2 episodes left, and I'm good.
All right.
Another 10 years, I'll catch up on whatever happens after this.
There you go.
I played some stuff this week, some new stuff.
Oh, really?
Still playing Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, Bowser's Fury.
Mm-hmm.
That game's good. Mario, I guess, will forever be charming.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's nostalgia or the gameplay now or both.
Well, I think the one thing about Mario is no matter all the changes that Nintendo makes to the games or as technology progresses, I think the basics of Mario are still there. Essentially, you're still running and eating mushrooms and jumping on shit.
He's like a pudgy little delightful human. And I think that's it. Like, it's so simple.
It is. I would say the simplicity, yeah.
Everybody knows the characters. They don't really talk.
They don't talk.
It's just it's a lot of that. It's just a good time. I think I'm on World 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly picking my way through that. And then finally started Elder Scrolls Online. Have played it, I think, 4 different nights now.
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4 different nights. I got a lot of feelings about this game.
I bet you do.
I thought we would just talk about it today.
I bet you do. Let's start here.
Okay.
It looks like hot garbage.
It looks like assholes. Not like people who are jerks, but like actual ass.
Right. Like actual assholes. Like a whole clump
Correct.
of assholes.
Like a gaggle of assholes.
Yeah, I don't know what you call a group of those, but whatever it is, that's what the game looks like.
It doesn't look good. Hasn't been optimized for PS5, I would say.
Well, to be fair, it hasn't been optimized for PS4.
Everything's just a little bit wonky. Like, I noticed, like, sometimes the feet, I'm not actually standing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it appears my feet are just above the ground. It's a Bethesda game.
Mm-hmm.
So
but it's also been out for
250 years.
Right.
Long enough to not be a little janky.
Now, did you notice some slight control issues when you were controlling it?
I don't know how you'd know.
I did way back when I played it by myself. And I think I just played just past the prologue, so I didn't get big into it. But my thought on it was, as an MMO, whether you're playing it with somebody or someone else, you know what you're getting into with it, and it has to grab you right from the beginning.
Yeah, so...
And if it doesn't, then there's no point in continuing, because it becomes like just a trog.
It's going to sound like I'm shitting on it. Maybe I am. I'll say some good stuff too. I don't know if it controls bad, because nothing that happens is fluid enough for me to know if it controls bad.
I'm seeing that.
Like in combat, I'm just hitting buttons. Shit happens. I don't know if it happens when I hit it or not. Sometimes I hit people and I'm not hitting them. Like, I can tell, like, it's not making contact. I still take damage. Sometimes they hit me and they're not close enough. I don't know. I don't know. You're not playing it for the gameplay, I think.
You're playing it for the community that you're playing with?
Yeah, because I also am just skipping through the story beats, because it's too much for a game that I have not yet decided if I'll keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I walked outside the other day of a town, and this person just had a Boston Terrier with them. And I'm like, well, that's fun that you could just have a Boston Terrier in a world like this. Like, nothing else is normal, but they just have a fucking for real Boston Terrier with them. And then you'll turn around and somebody's like riding a giant cat, and you're like, well, that's fun too. and the guy beside you's like riding a dragon. The other dude behind him has got like this weird like deer that follows him, and I'm like, oh, this is all neat. You know, there's like a griffin flying by, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. But then the game is like every MMO ever, which is the idea.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I for a long time have wanted to play an MMO, whether that be WoW or this or whatever.
Are you playing it in first person?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Which is probably part of my problem too, because if you've ever played a Fallout game not in first person, you know it's kind of fucked.
Yep.
But that's not even the issue. It's just white bread. Like the whole fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like today. Like nothing remarkable happened either way. Like maybe there are moments that matter because I'm still pretty early. But like I don't give a shit. I'm not invested in my character. I'm not invested in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. The quests are like, I know I'm going to describe like most RPGs and every MMO, but it's like, hey, go talk to, fuckface McGee over here. And you go and you talk to him and he's like, you got to talk to Asshat, Smith up here. So you walk up and talk to Asshat and he's like, you got to go see, whatever, fuckface again. And then he's like, oh, we got to go to the woods. You go to the woods. He's like, well, go see fuckface. You're like, oh shit. And they're like, well, go see assface. Like, it's just a fucking triangle that you walk.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wandering around.
And then at the end, everybody's standing beside each other. You're like, well, you could have done this without me. Like, I'll finish the quest. The other dude's just standing right beside me. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? Because I've been having to go see you. And they're all like, help me find my gear. Okay. So I go here. Oh, the gear's not there. Fuck you. Oh, that's right. I left it over here. You go there. It's not there. We go to the last place. There's his gear. Here's a new pair of pants. I'm like, all right, I guess. I don't know. My guy looks stupid. The combat's not fun. I see the hook though.
Yeah.
Like I can feel the hook a little bit. It's thinkless, which I like. It's neat to see the numbers go up. Whether you're talking about like your stats or a weapon or whatever.
And the thing about an MMOs is they do start out thinkless. Yeah. But eventually you have to think.
Probably.
As you progress.
It's the environment's cool. I mean, like I said, there's neat things. Like constantly when I'm in the middle of something, there's just other people there also doing the same thing as me and helping me.
Right.
And they're not there to help me, but they're helping me because they're there for whatever brought them by.
Yeah. They also talk to Assface McGee.
Yeah, they're talking to fuckface McTits over here or whatever anybody's name is in that game, and it's I get it. This is what I was worried about with any MMO though. It's like I get it. I could see it. I don't know if I care.
Right.
Now maybe one day if we keep playing it, I'll just care.
Maybe. Here's
how I'm a level 10.
Mm-hmm.
I've yet to assign a single skill point.
Oh wow! Really?
I just have them all. And then friend of the show, Marshall 205, aka Epic Dirt Dauber, is like, what are you using your points for? I'm like, nothing. He's like, why not? I'm like, I don't know. The other day I got on.
Into it like he is.
Other day I got on. No, that's the thing. He dislikes it, I think, more than I do. Like the other day it was like, hey, I think we're not into this. I'm like, I'm fine. Like, don't put that evil on me. I didn't say anything about that. But he falls asleep when we play it, which is the sign of a game that he's not into.
That is a sign of a game that he's not into.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think it's a good game. I see I see the loop, and like I said, I can barely feel it.
Do you think you need that loop to be in something a little more interesting?
I think I should have played it when it came out.
Okay.
Like to have been in it and enjoying myself, and then like a new expansion hit.
Right.
But like I hit right as Greymoor's coming out. Like I start playing.
Right.
So I'm like, everything is out. Like so much is out. dudes run by me, they're level 1,000, glowing with giant nuts dragging behind them, and I'm like, whoa, the fucking Boston Terrier, how'd you get that? And, my guy looks like every other dude that's a level 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a bunch of dudes that look just like me running around. And I don't know. Like, I'm like, do I want to play 600 hours of Fetch Quest? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I do.
You never know.
Yeah. This game, like when I say like games go places, this game doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's part of the charm, is it doesn't really go places. It is what it is. It's not to say it doesn't get deeper, and I'm sure more involved, but it is one note. Like, it is what it is.
Right.
And it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Like, maybe it's the wrong time for me. I just don't know if I'm scared of the commitment of how many hours I'll have to give to make this a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm scared of, like, that's what I'm going to, like, I haven't enjoyed myself or not enjoyed myself in 4 days.
You've just been.
Yeah, it's fine. I enjoy the conversation. I don't care about what I'm doing. I don't. If I played it again tonight, that'd be fine. And if I never played it again, that'd be fine.
Yeah, I get that.
But I feel like I owe it to myself to give it a little more time because I'm not disliking it.
That's fair.
But it's, I don't know. I thought that it would really grab me or I would hate it. I thought I would have.
I don't know. It didn't grab me quick enough.
Yeah.
I didn't get as far as you did. And I gave up on it way quicker because I knew, I played Destiny, I played Division, I played all those, I played MMOs, and I knew that one didn't hook me. I knew that wasn't the one.
I thought I would feel something. Like I thought I would either like it or hate it.
You didn't think you'd be so blah about it.
I never expected to not have very indifferent about the whole thing.
Right.
Like if we got on here and you're like, that's my favorite game of all time, I'd be like, I get that. And if you got on here and you're like, I hate it, I'd be like, I get that. Like that all makes sense to me. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's not good. In my opinion.
It's not bad either. Like
no, but that's
yeah. No, I mean, that's right where I am, right? Like you can't even explain it. I can't even.
Yeah,
either.
No, gaming is a hobby. It's something you relax. You need to be into it in order to get that out of it, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely like a jack of all trades, master of none.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's right. I think that's most MMOs. It's
I don't know.
It's really good at a lot. It's not really great at anything.
Yeah, see, that style MMO maybe, but you've got others, like the Division or Destiny. Those are kind of different. I wouldn't call those, jacks of all trade, master of none.
Well, no, like Destiny's a great shooter.
Yeah.
But is it good at being an MMO? I don't know.
It was pretty good at being an MMO.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep playing it, I think. Could get on next week and tell you I took it off the hard drive. I don't know.
But there's definitely, I guess, like Destiny and Division, I would call them, MMOs. I guess I would call, I don't know, but to an extent, like they're all RPG MMOs. But I think it depends on where the emphasis is.
Yeah, but like Elder Scrolls is like a MMO-ass MMO.
Yeah.
Like it is WoW. It is.
Yeah, it's fucking RuneScape. It's all of those.
Yeah. So it's definitely not RuneScape, but I got you. Looks like RuneScape.
It does look like. I could say it looks like RuneScape.
Yeah. Like if you love that game, I get it. Same thing. So it's very Fallout 76. Like if you love that, I understand. Like Producer Gerald dumped a whole life into it. I get it. But it's like an older version of that.
Much older, yeah.
With a lot more content.
Yes.
Like during fights, I'm like, what's even happening? Like everybody's just mashing buttons. Like I can't really tell.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I had I wish I was a little more full of like youthful
exuberance.
Yeah, because I'm like, these pants are going to be no good, even if they're good now. You know. Like you're not getting good gear at level 10.
You're not getting good gear at level 10. That's right.
So like I'm going to waste my time and see if these pants are better than my other pants. Like who cares?
That's part of the moving forward.
Because when I'm level 40, these pants are going to be obsolete.
Yeah, well, when you get to a point, like you haven't been that far in an MMO, you said that. At a certain point, your skill points and your gear utilize both of them to create like a kind of synchronicity to your character to what you want to be able to accomplish. But you have to get to that point first.
The most interesting thing that's happened so far is I'm like, can I play this whole game without ever using a skill point?
The answer is no. But
could I finish Elder Scrolls Online without ever assigning? I've used a skill.
The answer is no, but
I've used a skill point to unlock. Like I'm playing the Warden class, so I can summon animals. Sounds badass, right?
Yeah. So what are you calling in, rats?
I can call in beetles or these like dragon things that fly and swoop in and hit them. It is pretty BA when they come in. The beetles are stupid. You hit the button and it's like 15 seconds before they pop out. So if you move from where you are, they pop out at a different locale.
Oh, that sucks.
So you need somebody that's not moving. The dragons are pretty cool. They like swoop in and hit them. They take decent damage, but I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like it just really doesn't. Friend of the show, Marshall 205, is playing as a mage.
So he's a magician.
Yeah, so he's shooting the old magic. Yeah, I wish I had gotten into one of these when I was young. And not so full of the real life. But also, I don't want to play Rocket League every night either.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
I've been playing a fair amount of VR, Oculus stuff.
Mm-hmm. Anything good? Or
I still just been playing through Beat Saber and I think Bait Up or something. Whatever that free fishing game is, I forgot. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, so just the same stuff you've been playing?
Yeah, I really enjoy the Quest. It's the way VR should be. I know Sony unveiled their new controllers. I guess
I was going to ask what you thought of them.
They look like they used someone else's controller.
Yeah,
they look like they held an Oculus controller and were like, "Oh, that's not bad." Or Valve, like an Index controller.
It's still wired though.
It's the hoop that goes around your hand.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the plastic looked a little thin. The part that goes around.
The wrap part.
Yeah, if you were to punch a wall or something,
yeah,
I could see that it might break it.
It would break.
My Oculus, and maybe it's just the angle of the pictures, the Oculus has got a pretty hardy hoop that goes around. These have like a cage that goes all the way around your hand. The Oculus controller has one hoop that goes across. It's all for finger detection. If you lift your finger up, it can see it. It seems like it's the same thing on the PlayStation controller.
Mm-hmm.
The headset will still be wired. Based off the patent, it says one wire off the headset, which is nice.
One wire off the headset, which is an improvement. But,
all the way to the system. I guess there's no breakout box this time.
But that...
but I'm sure because it's not using the camera, like it has to do with a lot of inside-outside tracking, I'm sure the headset itself will have cameras on it as well.
Yeah.
It's just interesting. I mean, I think I said this because friend of the show, Patman, had text. I'm like, no VR is bad VR to me. Right. Like, if they're moving VR forward, I want to be a part of it. So, I'll get one. Having a wire on my head will probably be tough after not having a wire on my head.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's better VR than the Quest 2, but if anyone asked me on the street what they should be playing VR in, that's what I would answer.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, it is.
It's affordable for what you get.
Yeah, I mean, you could have slapped that on in the hospital and played.
Right.
Which is incredible. It's incredible that you can do that. you can play VR in your car. Like, it's incredible that you can do that on a fucking plane, in your bedroom, in the park, in your garage, in the hospital. Like, it's insane that that's an option. And it's not shitty VR. It's not phone VR. Like, it's really good. That's wild to me that that's even a thing. So it's a little upsetting that it's Facebook, but you know, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
You know,
you just got to give the man your money.
I guess. How's your portfolio, your stock portfolio looking? It's been a good week.
I had an all right week.
I had a pretty strong week.
Did you?
I had a pretty strong week. So
did you?
I passed a milestone that I won't release here. Pretty good though.
All right, yeah.
Pretty good week.
I actually didn't see how everything locked up today, so let me see. Yeah, I'm up.
There's something about the stock market that I do get a thrill on. It's like the slowest gambling you can do.
Yeah, it is like the slowest gambling you can do. But I just, I don't have... It makes me feel good when it's just up. You know?
The numbers go up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Robinhood gets it, and people shitting on Robinhood, that's fine. What they did was sort of fucked up.
I think we're all over it at this point, aren't we?
But the green and the orange do it for me.
Yeah.
When you turn it on, it's fucking lit up green.
That's a nice aesthetic, man.
It is, right? When you get on and it's lit up green and you're like, wait, hell yeah.
I like it the best when you're checking it at night.
Yeah. Sometimes I turn it on and it's just orange. I just close the app. I don't even investigate to see what's going on.
Don't even have to look. Yep.
Like, not a good day. Check it tomorrow.
Yep.
And I do filter mine to lifetime earnings. And so the weird part about lifetime earnings is the color is based off whether it's up or down today, but the plus or minus is my lifetime return.
Yep.
And so it may be orange, but plus like $400. And so I'm only negative on one stock that I've purchased. And
I'm actually up on everything today.
I'm negative like $4 on one stock or something like that.
But I only have like 4. I've moved stuff around.
Yeah.
I did some buying and selling at some opportune times. So what I have invested versus what I've made, that's a thing is at this point I can pretty much never lose what I have invested.
Yeah. Now we're amateurs and I've turned into full blown snob. So for like 5 years I had like $100 in there to play with.
Uh-huh.
For like a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
And then friend of the show, Marshall 205 showed me his phone the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I, without even like thinking, I go, that's all you've invested? It's like $100 and some odd dollars, but I'm like, what a piece of shit. Like I immediately called myself out because I did that for years. That's how I started.
Right.
It's just one day I got a little cocky and then I got a little cocky and now I feed some money into it.
That's what I do. I feed a little bit into it now. And
now it auto drafts from my bank account to Robinhood, and that's the money I play with.
I do not have it auto drafting yet. I'm considering it.
I'm about to bump mine up a little bit, and what's cool is I don't know anything about the stock market, but I think I'm good at it. And I'm not playing with money. So like I said at the beginning, to me it's the slowest form of gambling, meaning I could just take all that money, put it in a slot machine, and pull the trigger because it could be gone tomorrow. That's how I treat it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make plans with this money. But there's something about my careless way of investing that just works out.
Right.
But it's because I play the long game.
Yeah, I mean, most of my stuff is long game stuff too. When I did the buying and selling, at that point I was taking advantage of a certain situations that were occurring. And honestly, I did really, really well when I did that.
So you can do a couple different things from what I've learned. You can buy something that's ultra cheap for a company that you feel like is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
And in 5 years, maybe you've made a decent $1,000 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can wait for some big company to go public.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it the day they hit. You can sell it later on that day or the next day. and have made a little bit of money, $200.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are both ways that I'm comfortable in doing business. You know, like I bought DraftKings the day it hit.
Right.
I got a thing saying it was going live, and I'm like, cool, let me check it out. And I bought some shares of it. It's made me, $400 or $500 now. I'm just like, I take everything though, like to the moon. Like I'm never selling. I moved some stuff around the other day. I think I actually sold something. I bought something else. But I'm just safe. I don't do anything extreme.
I'm very safe too.
One of the ones that I told you to go on, I went on. It did pretty good.
Maybe the one I wonder if that's the one I ended up buying.
Did you end up doing Helix?
No, I did IVR.
I didn't do that one. That's the only one I didn't do.
Yeah.
I talked myself out of that.
Because the thing is, why I went for that one is because I'm trying to, for some reason, my stupid goal is I want a more well-rounded portfolio.
Oh, yeah. It always tells me, like, well, see, I have a lot of shares at Carnival. So, like, no matter what, I can't, like, tip the scale. Because I bought Carnival during the peak of COVID. And so now it's like my transportation or something is like 3/4 of my portfolio.
Yeah. So I wanted to diversify my portfolio a little bit. So I ended up going with the IVR, and I need to get some more money into that at some point. But I'm waiting. See, I'm also bad because I will wait for the fall before I buy. I won't buy when it's on the climb.
Like no matter what.
I can't. I'm like, because I could get it at this.
But you won't buy it at $3 on the climb, but at the next day, like you won't buy it for $3 on the climb, but the next day it could be $4 and going down, and you will buy it.
Yeah, like an idiot.
Yeah, I get that. I get that too. Something about buying it when it's green feels irresponsible. You buy it on the orange. You buy the dip.
Yeah.
I do know everybody in stocks always says buy the dip.
Yeah. But that's, it's so I ended up buying that one, and it's treated me well. It's treated me decently.
Here's what I do. I'm going to lay a little stock knowledge on everybody. It's how to get rich in the stock market.
It's not.
I'll type in random letters.
That's what I do.
And then it pops something up, and then I read about it. Then I Google about that, which always takes me to a stock website, which then will say stocks like that stock.
Mm-hmm.
Until I go down the rabbit hole and I find one that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pop on it for whatever it is. That's it. It is like 30 minutes of research. It's not like a whole thing.
No. I'll do the same. I'll type in like some letters, start typing something. Or I'll type in like the name of something, and a bunch of stuff comes up. So I will scroll down and scroll down and scroll down, and I will wait and look for, because I'm really bad about the penny stocks for some reason. I want the penny stocks. I do the same thing with the penny stocks. I do the researching, and what's this one do? Oh, this is a mining operation out of Colorado. I don't have anything in gold yet. Maybe I'll buy some gold.
You got to diversify. I'm really bad about, so I love the penny stocks when I started, but I'm really bad about now. Like, that's not enough risk for me.
Yeah.
I know that's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
But I'm like, what am I had this internal conversation. They're like, I'm going to fuck with a something that's worth pennies. Like, I'm going to fuck with that. I'm going to waste my time on that. That's the conversation I had with myself the other day. Mm-hmm. I used to get a real thrill from buying penny stocks and seeing it jump up to where I made $2. But I don't know. Like, as I get older, like I need more risk.
Not me. I am older and I don't need more risk. It's perfect for me. Yeah. Now, when I say penny stocks, I'm not. Everything I have isn't a penny stock. I bought stuff that's like it. I don't think I bought anything over $5.
Oh, I have.
I know you have. I
bought something that'll make you pucker that asshole when you hit the button.
You did?
I have.
Yeah. No.
Like, because I went from like $125 total in my portfolio to I'm going to spend $1,500 on stocks today.
Holy shit.
That's what I said too. But then it felt good. And it doesn't move a little bit. Like when
I
you
know
got
it
a
goes
lot.
Well, yeah, because I know what I put in, and it's like, whoa, look at that number. It jumped, and all I did was add $40 to my portfolio. But
It moves a lot, but it also moves a lot the other way some days.
Yeah. Yeah.
The good news is I'm high enough up in my return. It would take something catastrophic.
That's where I'm at. I'm not on the same scale as you, but that's where I'm at.
So I'm up like 140%, like total return. Like I really have to have some bad days.
Yeah, so is mine's one because of that one major buy and sell day I had.
Yeah,
I think I'm up at like 180.
And so for people that don't do Robinhood, that's not like 80% up. That's like double plus 80 for the people that don't use. I don't know if all of them's tracked that way. That's how Robinhood shows it to you. So when mine's plus 140, that means I've doubled my money plus 40%.
Yep, and I'm at like 180. So I've almost quadrupled or doubled,
tripled your money.
My money.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah. Doubled, but it'd be like triple the full amount. I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Yeah. Elder Scrolls Online is fine. But yeah, it's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun to play with. Invest responsibly. If you don't know what you're doing, go to a professional. Not us.
Or research yourself. You could do the research yourself. That's I think what Ryan did. That's
Go the Motley
Fool. That's what
Fool.
I did after he told me about it. I wasn't just taking his word for stuff.
You go the Motley Fool or whatever it is.
Don't go to Motley Fool. It's fucking useless because the only way you can actually get information is to buy in their fucking newsletter.
You got to pay. I like that Dan is like, here's a guy with no knowledge about how the market looks. You got any hot tips for me? I'm like, sure do. After saying like, don't do what I do, but here you go.
Oh, when I texted you?
Yeah, that one time where you're like
anything you're looking at.
Yeah.
I was looking for some diversification, and I wondered what you were looking at. And you did. Yep. And look, and I ended up getting the one you didn't.
Yep.
But
that one's still on my watch list. I watched that one still.
I didn't get it right away.
Yeah.
Either. I watched it for about 3 weeks.
I'm not comfortable with what they're into. Like, I don't know enough about that business.
What, mortgage lending?
Yeah. Like, I don't know enough about that to know if they're going to come around. I also sometimes...
I didn't realize you were a fucking cruise ship connoisseur either, but...
Yeah, I went on one and I liked it, all right?
That's not... You bought a house.
But I didn't like that process. I sometimes will talk myself out of where it's at, how long it's been around, and how many employees they have, too. I'm like, 2008 in Texas with 11 employees, no thank you.
Yeah.
I will do that, even though that really doesn't matter.
No, I get it.
What I'm telling you is I'm basically putting a blindfold on and throwing a dart. That's basically my style of investing. But I do it responsibly, and...
always throw your blindfolded darts responsibly.
Yeah, and it's entertainment.
I think that's the key is, listen, if you don't have that money that you can afford to lose, then stay away from it.
Yeah, that's also not the route I would go. Like, don't be broke and be a day trader.
Yeah. Which is
like,
which kind of what I'm saying. Which kind
don't get in it to get rich.
Don't be in it to get rich. I use it as a form of entertainment. At some point, maybe I'll have a little extra money. I'm not looking to get rich. I mean, I might decide I want to get an Oculus. You know what? I can. If I want to, I can just sell something and get it.
It's kind of cool though too.
Which is an idea.
It's kind of cool.
That's a cool idea that. With a certain amount of, but what's even better is that the money I started with, I couldn't get an Oculus. That's the better part.
Right. So I think I talked about it on here, but I've sold stuff on and off on eBay for several years now, and I've always I sell it and I take that money, I put it in my bank account. But this last time when I was getting rid of most of the shit I had left to sell, because I think I'm going to stop doing it. I set myself like a Kickstarter's goals. Like a Patreon goal set of if I sell this much money, I'm going to buy this much, I'll buy this. And it was all kind of dumb shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, where's this been my whole life? I should have always done this.
Yeah.
I should have always just taken the money, took my initial investment out, enough to buy more, and then just blown the rest of it.
Right.
And I'm not making light of people who don't have that kind of money because I'm not rich. But to allocate money just for dumb shit,
it's kind of a nice feeling, right?
It's been really good. And I appreciate that more than stuff I've saved for.
And the thing is it's important to, because our listeners are a variety of backgrounds and a variety of places, and I think it's important to know, like for me personally, this is being able to do those things is kind of a spot I've earned over time.
Well, I guess I don't do that with my money. I think that's why it feels so good. Because I buy stuff here and there, but I don't. I would classify most and some of what I bought as extremely stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
And it's been really great, and probably because I don't do it often.
Yeah, it does feel good, especially and I'm sure my boat's even different than yours. When I was younger, I made some extremely poor financial decisions, and I had to actually get to a point where I was able to climb out and away from those before I could then build to the point where I've gotten to where I'm able to finally be able to buy like some dumb things if I want to.
Yeah. I know some people would consider like a lot of the smart home stuff I have as dumb stuff. I don't. I truly bought some pretty dumb shit this time.
Give them one example.
I bought the 18-karat gold-plated Ridge wallet. So first off, if you know anything about Ridge wallets, they're overpriced.
And the 18-karat gold one.
Meet the most overpriced version of the overpriced wallet. So I bought a Ridge wallet not too long ago, and I love it. It's everything I thought it would be.
Uh-huh.
Everything they advertise it as. Maybe not what I thought it was going to be. Fell in love with it. It's probably the only wallet I'll ever carry. I'm already a front pocket wallet guy. I feel like I should say that too. Yeah, I like an exclusive thing. I like a thing other people don't have.
You do like your exclusivity.
I like a limited edition. So when they emailed me and were like, we're coming out with 18 karat gold, I'm like, ooh, are we now? I'm not a gold guy. I don't like gold. I'm not flashy. I'm not a fancy gentleman. And then I saw it. I'm like, it's pretty damn cool. I looked at the price. I'm like, not in this lifetime will I ever waste that much money on this.
Except.
So here's what I'll say about myself. That was the very top. That was the Everest of the goal.
Okay.
I didn't think I would hit it with what I was selling.
Okay.
I did. And it was like the second thing I got on its way. Like I got it on its way real quick, even though it was the last thing on the list. And then I've been wearing it. I've been keeping it on me. I've been using it. If I had bought that with like my hard-earned money,
you would hate it.
I would hate it, and I would have never even used it because I wouldn't want it to get scratched up. But people are like, that wallet is ridiculous. And I'm like, it was free.
Right.
And they're like, holy shit, that's a badass wallet for free. I'm like, I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, I've gotten real joy out of it. The other thing I bought is a water quality monitor. I think we talked about it on here.
Yeah.
It's not really dumb, but it is dumb. It's awesome.
I know. I'm getting ready to get one.
Update on that. It's awesome.
I'm getting ready to get one.
Are you? I love it. I don't know how it is in a pool. Fantastic in a hot tub.
I've already looked into it.
Yeah, I'm into it. It's great. There's something colors. If your hot tub is fucked, it's red or pool. If your hot tub or pool is good or almost good, it's orange.
Oh.
And if it's good, it's blue.
Oh, blue.
Blue. Water's blue. Good water's blue.
Yeah, aqua. I get it.
So I turn it on and it's red. It says unsafe. I'm like, what have I been getting in? I've been getting in unsafe water this whole time. Has me do these things, get it to where it needs to be. It turns like an orange color. I'm like, okay, not red. That's progress. Then it turns blue. And now every day when I open my app, it says, your hot tub is perfectly balanced. I'm like, well, hot damn.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty much like a pool boy. Like with this thing, I could do that job.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Yep. My levels are all good. It turns out pretty easy to maintain when you get all the levels right.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I thought I was keeping. The other day, I was like, it's not as clear as I thought it should be. So I went to their FAQ page, and one of the comments said, "Why do I need this? My water's perfectly clear." And it said beside it, "Clear water doesn't mean balanced water." I was like, holy shit. So I was doing it all wrong before.
That makes sense. Actually.
Yeah, it does.
Just because it's clean doesn't mean it's balanced.
Yeah. It turns out everything was very low on mine. My pH was low. My alkalinity was low. My chlorine's fine because I use the at-ease system. It time releases. It takes care of itself. So I wasn't in any real danger in my pool or in my hot tub, even though it said unsafe. It was just not balanced. It's actually worse on the machine, on the pumps and the actual shell than it is on the body.
Right.
But I'm getting it all right now. And I that piece of tech, that smart home tech, did that for me. So that's a cool, dumb purchase. I bought headphones for the Quest. You might think that's not dumb. They're just fucking headphones with a short cord. They're literally just headphones with a short cord. It says Oculus Ready. That just means it comes with all the normal stuff and a short cord.
It's still not dumb.
It's perfectly sized. The cord goes exactly from it to there with no slack, which is important on a headset that has no cords. Yeah, so it's like that, but the cord that goes from it just reaches to the front of the headset.
Right, because I got a longer... I spent $100 on a long one so that I could hook it into my TV.
Yeah.
And sit in my recliner with it on.
But I want no slack, and I didn't want to hear it slapping against the side when I turn my head. Like
that makes sense.
It's perfectly taut.
I get that.
Yeah. So, is that all of them? The wallet, that thing? Oh, and I bought the wireless meat thermometer. That's the third thing I bought.
You'll have to carry on without me. I have to take a phone call.
That's fine. Do what you got to do.
I'm out.
Yeah,
well,
see ya.
I don't know if I'm out, but
maybe.
If I am, good night.
This is exciting times. He looks excited. He looks nervous.
What are you doing?
Now he's left the room totally. I can't see anymore. Hopefully just an update and not like a panic. He needs to drive to the hospital because it's pretty late where he's at. It's 10:30. But yeah, the last thing I bought with my eBay money was a wireless thermometer that checks meat. I think I talked about it too. I don't know if it was on the podcast or not, but no cord, shove it in your meat, put your meat in the oven, put it in the grill, put it wherever, the smoker, and you could get up to 150 feet away and still check real-time temperature, how long until it's cooked to your liking. So if you're looking for medium well or whatever, it'll tell you how long until it's there based on the current temperature and the temperature of the meat. So that thing's pretty cool. I think I might have called it a Yummy, but it's a Yumly, I think. YUMMLY, I think. So pretty neat. I think Whirlpool actually owns them. It's like a division of Whirlpool or somebody like that. But it's a pretty neat little instrument. I haven't used it yet. Going to use it this weekend for the first time. Smoke a brisket, I'll let you guys know. Or a butt. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Now, we've been long enough. I could wrap the show up. But I feel obligated to wait till Dan comes back so that you guys know if everything's good or not. Or if he had to go have a baby. But I don't see, like, he left a crack in the door. I can see out, but I don't see anything happening. He's not pacing out there. I don't hear anything. I don't see any shadow. So I don't know if he's permanently gone. He probably had a go bag ready. Knowing Dan, he probably has a go bag by the door. So if he needs to just hit it and run. And he may be gone. I don't know. There may be this may be the last time you ever hear Dan's voice without a player 3. So I don't know. We've been going for about an hour and 4 minutes right now. I'm going to give it at least another solid 60 seconds, maybe 120 seconds, just to see if he comes back so that you guys have a live update. If not, I'm just going to have to go like this, leave the mystery, leave the intrigue, and we'll just have to see what happens. I don't know. I've been thinking about buying that Nintendo Game & Watch that they put out with the Mario Brothers Game & Watch. I think they thought it was going to be rare, but I'm seeing that thing everywhere. It doesn't look like it had any kind of traction. Nobody wanted it. I'm seeing it every place I go to. He's back. Let's get an update. Let's get a live update. What's going on? He's back on the mic, sitting down. He's getting headphones. You're back.
I'm back, bitches.
So I was ready to end it, but I didn't want people to go out not knowing what just happened.
Oh, she was just giving me an update.
Everything's good.
Okay. Let me know what's happening.
Yeah, I was like, we could end this, but then everybody will wonder.
Yeah, she was getting ready to go to bed.
I gave them the 60 to 120 seconds. I'm going to end this thing. And then you came back.
I came rolling back in. That's what I did.
Yep. I told them about my thermometer while you were gone.
Finished talking about it.
Meat thermometer. Yeah.
Because you were droning on. Oh, the meat thermometer. Sorry.
The meat thermometer.
Yeah. For some reason, I was thinking, when you said thermometer, I was still thinking
water treatment.
Water treater.
I think I talked about the thermometer on here.
I think you did. I know you did.
But that seems like a thing you'd like.
I would like that. I looked into one of those. It's like $100.
It is, yeah. It is.
On sale.
It's not like it was $100. Yeah. That was my first tier. Because that's a thing I think I'll use quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's also was $100. My headset was also only $100. And so you just stick it, like you can put it in a steak and put your steak in the oven.
Right. And it just goes.
Yeah, but it also will tell you like, hey, 3 more minutes until it's medium well.
Nice.
Yeah. As a guy who doesn't understand how to cook meat because I eat mine well done, that's nice for other people.
Fucking gross, dude.
No, that's the Lord's way.
It is not the Lord's way. I don't even know what the fuck that means. So, to me, that just sounds like the wrong way.
If you've ever had a good well done steak, you'd know.
It isn't even a thing. You're fucking making shit up.
But it's neat that it'll tell me that. Because now I don't have to understand. I mean, if you're like, hey, can I get my medium rare? I'd be like, actually, I think you probably can.
I can do that.
I'll put that in yours, and I'll just cook mine until I can tell it's
Unless
cooked.
You want this giant slab of charcoal that I'm going to eat.
That sounds good. I like a little char on the outside of mine.
You're fucking gross.
I'm dead serious.
You're fucking gross. My wife's the same way with her burgers. She likes them
cooked.
Well done.
Yeah, I can eat a burger charred.
Like that thing, shrinks 2 sizes.
Yeah, get all the fluids out.
It's the size of a fucking mouse.
But that's fine. He held up his computer mouse too. Not like the other gross mouse that it could be the size of. There was no context for anybody else.
I guess you can eat those if you want to.
But I'm going to put like an egg on mine and a little bit of mustard, and I've got melty cheese, so I don't need fluids from the burger leaking out making my bun soggy because I don't like soggy bread.
No, that's why you grill the bun, you idiot.
It doesn't matter. If you got all that bullshit juice leaking out on your fucking meat hands all of a sudden, no. But with the thermometer, I think I called it the Yummy, but it turns out there's an L in the back of it. It's YUMMLY. Yeah, Yumly.
It's a Yumly, yeah.
Which is a division, I think, of Whirlpool, which I didn't know. Or GE or somebody like that. But yeah, I'm going to plug it up today because I'm going to do a butt tomorrow. Do butt stuff tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's always a good time.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I'll celebrate.
There's nothing wrong with some good butt stuff.
Yeah.
Gotta be done right, though.
For those that haven't cooked a butt before, one of the easier things
easy
to cook.
Yeah, they are.
You basically could just cook it forever.
Mm-hmm. And it never gets done.
No, it just is going to fall apart like it's fine. You could cook the shit out of that. You can't do that. You can ruin brisket. Brisket's hard to cook.
Brisket is hard to cook because you got to maintain your temperatures.
But when you get brisket right,
brisket's really, really good.
My lord, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's some of the best meat you'll ever put in your mouth.
I got to tell you what I played this week.
Oh yeah. I just assumed you didn't play anything because you're having a child.
You were talking about you're too busy talking about your highfalutin wallet.
Look, it was a stretch goal. It was a stretch goal. I hit goal.
I understand that. It's not a judgment statement.
It sounded like the way you said it sounded like a judgment. But that's fine. You got a lot of emotions going right now.
Perception problem. I can't be responsible for your perception.
That's true.
Actually, I didn't play much this week, but I did play a lot of it. More Outriders. I've been leveling up characters, playing as other characters.
Yeah, you're balls deep in that demo.
Dude, it's good.
You're all in.
Good. I really, really like it. I got there's 4 classes. I've only played 3 of them. And what's awesome about it is the 3 classes. It's kind of a Destiny, Gears, Division. It's kind of got elements of all of that. But to me, I played Division and I played Destiny. And you've got the 4 classes. Like I said, I've only played 3. The way you control all of the classes is exactly the same. You use all the same buttons to do the exact same things. But what their powers do is so different. Like, probably the most... for some reason, diverse is the word of the day. I don't know why. But are so diverse in what you can do that it just blows my mind.
It's a cover-based shooter, right?
It's a cover-based shooter, but it's got the RPG elements, and eventually, I believe it's an MMO. There was going to be like an end game and all that.
A lot of positive buzz around it.
It's really, really good. And the thing is you can play it any way you want to, pretty much. I think the key is there's no health pickups or any way or like adrenaline to refill your health or anything. The only way your health refills is by killing enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And doing damage to enemies, so even though there's cover, you can't just hang in cover because they move and they flank you, and you have to attack back or you will die. Whether it's the large enemies, just basic enemies, whatever. It's really, really cool, and the power bases are just awesome. Of the 3 I've played with, I have, one that I'm like, man, this is super badass. I really, really like this one. But I would have no problem playing as the other 2.
What's
either?
Who makes that? Who makes it?
People Can Fly?
Oh, People Can Fly. Yeah, that's right. Huh. There's a lot of positive buzz around it.
It's really, really good. And I think there's a character for like any of your play styles, really.
Is there more character classes, or is that it?
There's only 4 classes.
I didn't know if there were more. I mean, you're still playing the demo. It comes out April 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're going to day one that thing, assuming you're not having a baby.
Yeah, I've got it pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I've got it pre-ordered, paid off. So
that's part of your Switch, right? That's the rest in peace
Switch deal. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Switch.
Yeah, part of the Switch deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Outriders is... And I really think that if you gave it a chance, you would really enjoy it.
I guess, but I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Because I think it's a game that matches your play style much more than any of the others out there.
I don't think I want to play any kind of shooter. I don't know.
It's third person, I'm telling you.
I don't know what I want to do. The only thought I've been having recently is I'd like to play The Last of Us Part 2 again.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to play more VR, and I'd like to start over with God of War on the PS5. Also think about playing Days Gone, because I bought it and never played it.
I didn't like Days Gone, but it's funny when I downloaded the demo of Outriders, it was between reinstalling Days Gone and starting over, or downloading the demo for Outriders.
People really came around on Days Gone too.
So I played it. I started it, and I'm almost thinking maybe I just wasn't far enough into it.
Yeah.
Part of it was I didn't like the zombie horde mechanic. I stumbled across one, and I just got fucked.
Yeah, which I'm probably realistic, but not fun.
And I don't like. That's when I stopped playing.
Yeah,
because I tried that horde a few times, tried a few different things, and I probably just wasn't powered up enough. I wasn't leveled up enough, or had good enough weapons or whatever. But I was like, no, fuck this. I'm over this. I'm done. This isn't fun, and turned it off.
Is his name Deacon St. John? Is that his name?
Which is
like
the most video game ass fucking name ever.
It sounds that or porn. Deacon St. John
or early 90s straight to video.
Yeah, Deacon St. John. Yeah, that too. It's just like a real generic ass like fancy name.
Yeah, that's
like he seems the kind of guy that carries 18 karat gold plated Ridge wallet.
Yeah, that's the name that. Yeah, it's one of the names that one of Brian Bosworth's cop characters who's coming back home to his little town in Texas because his sister is missing. And he's got to save the town from the local gang.
The name's St. John.
Deacon
St. John. What about, they just call it St. John's name of the movie?
What's that?
St. John could be the name of the movie, too. Starring Deacon St. It sounds like a soap opera name.
Well, it's weird because you've got the St. John, which is obviously a saint.
But you got Deacon.
Then you've got the Deacon.
Deacon.
So I feel like there should be a lot of religious imagery going on there.
Could be. Or you could be like a shoulder-length hair, motorcycle riding, zombie killing dude.
Or getting killed by zombie.
In your case, right? Dying by the hand of the zombie. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting time. There's a lot of good games out there. You could just look at the PS5 section of Walmart, though, or wherever, and see that that's just the same size as it has been.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
If I could put out a PS5 game right now, it would sell well. There's just not anything coming out for it, physically at least. And
the problem is I don't know that it's a problem. It's probably not a problem because there are no fucking PS5s. But the PS5 games that have been released aren't considered good.
Yeah, I think Demon's Souls is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I don't know that
Spider-Man was good.
Yeah, I'm talking like Godfall, like
PS5
exclusively.
Probably not good. Friend of the show, Matt, finally got a PS5, so shout out to him.
Oh.
Yep, he got one through GameStop.
Got the bundle?
Yeah, I guess so. I think he got, because he was playing Call of...
It all comes out like the same price, essentially.
Yeah,
he was playing money by getting the bundle.
He was playing Call of Duty and pretty blown away by the controller.
Yeah, he liked it.
Yeah, he was doing the same thing that I did, the same thing that everybody else did. Howard and Batman did it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's pretty cool. And I got it. I'm like, oh, you got to fucking see this controller. And then, of course, I had told him, and then he got it, and he was like, yeah, I see this controller. I mean, the dual sense is pretty magical. I mean, I'll stand by that, but most games don't use it.
Right.
He said, in Call of Duty, he said the triggers feel like guns, and I'm like, well, that's cool. I guess. It's a neat feature.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to wait till they're in stock. I'm not doing the paying attention or any of that.
I don't think he was either. I think he just saw an alert.
Yeah, I don't even...
He just jumped on and
I turned off all my alerts.
Yeah, well, I think he just saw like a tweet or something. He jumped on and they were there. So he's like, cool.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to wait till I'm able to walk into a store and get one.
Yeah.
Kind of where I'm at.
I mean, you could get one now, or you could have got one back when they came out. Same list of games to play.
Yeah.
I mean, there's more downloadable stuff coming out, but yeah, on disc, it's just the same stuff.
Yeah. I know.
But I think we could probably wrap it up here. You've got a lot to do. You got a go bag. I talked about a go bag while you were gone.
The go bag's already there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because you already been there. So you just got to bring you.
I just got to bring me.
Shout out to our patrons over at patreon.com/GameStitch. I said that funny. /GameStitch. GameStitch.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are you having a stroke?
Maybe I'm having a baby. I'm concerned for you through Skype.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You're having that empathy.
Yeah,
because that sounds just like you.
Yeah, that's me.
Just to be empathetic to the ordeals of others.
I constantly worry about the struggles that others are going through.
I know. I'm very aware.
Lots of people have described me as
That's why I said it, man.
Empathetic.
That's why I said it.
Shout out to friend of the show, Mike, friend of the show, Thomas, friend of the show, Zach. We appreciate you. We love blah, 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 blah. You know? We love you. I'm tired, dude. I put in a full day. I got up at 5 this morning.
Man, I don't want to hear your bullshit.
Got up at 5.
Getting up at 5 and having a full day.
Yeah, well, the part where I was worried about what you had going on is over, and now I'm worried about me again. But yeah, I got up at 5, and usually I'm able to shut my brain off now.
Yeah, that's about game time for you, isn't it?
Probably. I didn't play last night, and I'm debating whether I play tonight because first time since starting the new job, I get to go to Give Me a 5 tomorrow. Treasure hunting.
Oh.
Yeah.
You aren't doing that anymore.
Well, I'm going recreationally for myself.
Okay.
I'm not going for resale purposes unless
you something.
I find something that's high dollar because that means more dumb shit.
More dumb shit.
And I think I can make... You sounded real southern just then. You were like, more dumb shit.
More dumb shit.
I think about extending my dumb shit list. And
everybody needs as long of a dumb shit list as they can get.
Yeah. I think it'll lose some of its charm if I keep doing it, but there's a couple more things.
Well, I think eventually...
You run out of dumb shit?
No, I think eventually it's...
I'll take that challenge.
Yeah, no. There's always more dumb shit to get. But it's kind of like the joy you get or the rush you get out of being able to do those things goes away.
Yeah, so...
I think. And then it's just like buying fucking bread.
You're
like, cool, I can make a fucking sandwich, but it's not super cool.
I'm 35. That is the most dumb shit I've ever bought in a row. So it was quite the rush. Right. It's like every other day some dumb shit was coming in like a package.
And if you just kept doing that, it'd be...
You get old.
Yeah, right.
That's how people do more and more cocaine. Until they die. It's exactly the same. You're always chasing that first rush of 4 things that you bought.
No, I don't think that's... they're not the same.
It's just like cocaine. That's on my next dumb purchase list.
It's cocaine, right? Yeah. That's next.
Heroin. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, I just it's like me. Because I think I told you guys I play in a cornhole league.
You definitely didn't tell it. I think you did, but I forgot. So it's like you just told me again.
Oh, I did last year.
Yeah, but you're doing it again?
I'm playing it again this year. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't bring that up.
Oh, and so far this year I've spent $150 on cornhole bags.
Like competitive bags? Yes. Is there a difference? I don't know.
There is, yes.
I assume you're not tossing the same shit I am in the backyard.
Different slide scales.
Oh, Jesus.
So I got a pair of fast mediums, and I just purchased myself a pair of fast slows.
Okay. They have fastest?
They do have fast.
Okay.
Which is all slide. Mm-hmm. I got to have some stick, too. So.
Yeah.
But I like a slower stick.
You could definitely put that on dumb shit list. A new set of bags. But it felt good when you got those, right?
Fuck yeah. Because
they're dumb.
Well, I needed them.
No, you didn't. They're dumb.
I play in a league, dude.
No, I heard you. I heard you. It's like when I bought bowling shoes, I felt like I was badass. I get it. Yeah, I don't know. Dumb shit's cool if you can get some. You should. If you can't, one day maybe you'll be able to. Always pay your bills before the dumb shit.
Yes, always. It's super important.
Yeah.
But the dumb shit list is definitely something to strive for.
Here and there I would always buy something. I never sat down and was like, I sat down with the purpose of buying a few things that I shouldn't buy.
Right.
And then when I got that first one, I was like energized.
I need more.
When I hit that first goal, I was like, I'm actually going to get that thermometer I've been looking at for a year. I have the ones with my grill has the built-in like plug-in one that you have to run the cord on the inside and plug in.
Oh yeah, I know.
But it's not like this.
Well, it's like I have one that you can stick in the meat, and it has the wire that runs to like a little base, and then I have like the little CB radio thing I put on my belt, and it'll tell me whenever the temperature. It's not the same as that thing.
No, thanks. Cool. It's so cool.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I bought myself a few new shirts. It's been a good stretch.
Now, when you purchase clothes?
Yep.
Are you a spend a lot of money on these clothes guy?
No,
are you
I'm a cheap ass.
Okay.
I mean, I am thrifty, but I want new. Mm-hmm. So I'm not actually thrifting. There's a few things like I've learned about myself. So like the super soft material that like a golf polo is made out of. Mm-hmm. I pretty much wear that my entire body.
You get dry fit stuff?
Yes. Like my undershirts. Okay. Like the one I have on now. I don't know if you can see it. Every shirt you ever see me in is like dry fit.
Yep.
And then the polo I put over it is dry fit also. I wear like middle-aged golfer shit.
That's because you're a sweaty bitch, though.
Not anymore, dude. I'm cold all the time.
But it's because you have your dry fit on. It's sucking up all this moisture.
You think that's it? I'm moisture wicked it out of my soul now.
Yes.
But I'll wear, like this is, I don't know if you can see it. This is just like a light blue. Mm-hmm. It's like a light. That looks the dark blue one. It's like a light blue one with just a golf boot. Yeah, they're all the same.
That blue one with the white stripe you've had for fucking ever.
No, it's a new one. Just bought it. I had to get rid of all the clothes, because the black one with white stripes looks just like the blue one with white stripes.
It does. You're right.
But yeah, it's all this stuff like that. I've got some different ones. This one's a little bit different. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little blue action, but sometimes I wear black slacks with a red shirt. I feel like Tiger Woods when I do that. I like that.
Yeah.
But I like the pants that I like that are slacks. I bought 6 pair of them. 2 in each color, but they're all the same pant. I'm that kind of shopping.
That's like that's the kind of like I buy very cheap too. Like I have no problem with buying Walmart shirts.
Yeah,
or whatever. The only thing that's different is because of the way my body is. I have a hard time fitting in jeans.
Yeah,
because I have the short, fat / muscular legs. Call them whatever you want to.
So what they're called versus what you call them. I hear you.
Right, and a small waist. So it can be really tough because, first of all, they have to be short.
Yeah.
They have to fit over my fat ass legs.
Yeah.
But then they have to fit on my tiny ass waist.
Yeah.
So I have found like one pair of one style of jeans, the Levi 569s, that fit like
they fit in all the places.
Fit everywhere, just the way they're supposed to.
Yeah. I remember.
The problem is, it's a problem, but I don't have a problem because they fit. That they are expensive. Yeah.
When I was heavier, I remember looking at pants and being like, they never have my size, not realizing that it's a fucked up size. I used to be mad at the place for not having my size, and I'm like,
why don't you have 5229s? What the fuck?
I would seriously be like, why don't you have like 44 29s? Like, probably because that's a fucked up shape. You son of a bitch. Order online. But I would be upset.
Because Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, pissed. I'm like, they don't ever have my size. Like, because you're fucking shaped like a grapefruit. Like, that's.
What are you, a fucking egg?
Yeah. They don't have your size because it's not a size.
Oh, Oh shit!
So it's weird for me now. I feel like there's so many more options.
Now you're like, cool, off the rack.
Yeah,
all I want.
Yeah. They got all my sizes. So that's pretty. I wear I came down to the scale of size you could buy at places. I'm like, most of these are the right length. All the ones before were for tall people.
I lost so much weight. I'm now an actual size.
Yeah. Because everything before was for real tall people, but I'm not tall.
Right. I get it.
I'm like, what if you smash that right up?
But I'm used to that. I mean, that's a problem I've had my whole life.
Yeah.
Because I have short legs. And
you've never been in proportion.
It's just the way that my body is proportioned has always been tough.
Yeah.
So.
I got thick thighs. That's still an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But I've always had tree trunks for legs.
I'm the same way.
So.
And I got these giant calves for some reason.
My calves are fine, but most of my thickness comes from my thighs.
Most of mine's in my thighs, too. But my legs have always been big.
I've got powerful thighs.
For some reason, because I used to play soccer year-round, so my legs and shit got formed then. And for some reason, they just never went away as the rest of my body just started drooping like an old guy. But no, I still got these I still got power legs or whatever.
I was going to call this baby watch, but now I kind of want to call it drooping like an old man.
You were going to call it what?
Baby watch. But drooping like an old man's pretty good, too. I like names, so if I call it baby watch, we'll always be able to remember this is the one right before you had the baby.
Yeah.
Which is good for me because I don't remember time.
Right.
And maybe one day someone that cares about us will go back and listen to all this shit, or don't. It's a nice record you leave behind, you know?
Yeah, it is.
It's neat to know that potentially 30 years from now you could be gone and someone could go back and relive all of this.
And listen and just hear your voice.
Yeah, it's neat.
If
anyone ever cared, you could deep fake us. There's enough out there. You can make me say whatever you wanted.
Could. That'd be weird, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm not anybody.
Right, I see if it's...
deep fake this dude you never heard of. Okay. Okay, freak.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah. Does he wear a normal size or no?
Right. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I say enough weird shit. You don't even need to make me say anything weird. You could just clip it. All right, we're gonna go. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for making it work on your side.
Yeah. I got to fit in a little bit of time.
Yeah, I said earlier when you were gone, this could be the very last show you do without child.
I would wager that.
Yeah.
I sure fucking hope so.
Yeah,
for my wife's sake.
That's crazy though. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, this is it. This will be the last one.
Yeah. So I'll probably call it Baby Watch. I probably won't go with anything clever.
Yeah, no, Baby Watch is a good one.
Yeah, because you also don't remember time.
That's the one. Not always. Half the time I look at the fucking... sometimes I'll go back down and scroll through. And I'm
no idea what we talked about.
What the fuck was that about?
I think that every episode. See, last week's was Happy Dan with a question mark. Cheryl said you actually look happy for once.
Yes.
He didn't say the for once part, but he implied it.
Yeah, he did imply it. He implied that usually I look miserable and I looked happy in a picture.
But sometimes you look back and when they're like, cotton candy pigs or something, I'm like, what did that mean?
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
I know.
Yeah. It's fun times. I enjoy it. What is this? 1, 2, how many episodes have we done? 4?
It's not one anything.
427. 427. It's been a solid episode. I'm tired. I started with 1. Is this episode 1?
Yeah, in the very first one ever.
Yeah.
Baby Watch. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how we just talk like you'd always known who we were.
Then I'd really be an asshole. If it was like the first one. And I was like, yeah.
We're going to do the pilot tonight. You can't wait? But I could, but we were going to do it tonight. So I thought we would. Instead, you're like, I don't want to miss 427. It's super important. After 8 years on a random Friday night that I not miss this one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gerald. He couldn't make it today.
He couldn't.
He had a vacation or something. You're having a baby and you made it. He couldn't make it.
It's funny. I was thinking about that when I was texting you. I was like, this is really kind of shitty.
He couldn't phone it in for a fucking vacation, but you made it having a baby. I like how the first thing you decided to do was clarify you're not an asshole. You weren't going to be there either way.
Well, yeah, and there's really not a reason for me to be there at this point. I'm going during the day for moral support, obviously, because I don't want my wife to be in a hospital all by herself.
You're like, let me know if anything changes, right?
You know,
that's shitty.
Because I love my wife.
Yep.
But at night she's sleeping. There is literally like some kind of prototype futon thing that they have there.
When they were trying to figure out if futons would work.
That is fucking miserable. I pulled it's got a drawer. You pull this drawer out under this fucking chair, and you just keep pulling it, and like the seat slides down into place, and the back falls down, and you're like, well, Jesus, that's...
It just turns
like
into a
fucking
bench.
Transformers are smoother than that.
Just a bench, though. It goes from chair to bench.
Smoother than that when they transform. And then you lay on it, and it's like in this, because it's still got the armrests,
right,
and it's still got the back, but now your like head is like inside that, right. You know.
Sounds good.
And it's super not comfortable. It's super not, because I tried it and I was like, oh, fuck.
It's pretty firm, right?
Firm? Holy shit, dude. This is like 3/4 inch fucking plywood you're sleeping on.
And it's been slept on many a time.
Well, yeah.
Or been laid on. I don't know if sleep's achieved.
Well, and that's another thing is like these rooms that she's in. Like she's in a labor room. Now, the way labor is supposed to work is you start having contractions at your house or the store, wherever you're at. You start having some contractions, and then you start timing them. And over time, they get stronger and closer together. And they get to a certain point, which is what's called the 511 point, which is every 5 minutes, 1 minute long, 1 minute in between something. It's something. And then you go to the hospital and they put you in this room and you're in labor having a baby. But she's not there yet.
So you're just hanging out.
They're having to make that happen.
Yeah.
So these are not rooms. These are rooms that are made to be in, 8 hours, 12 hours, the whole time with doctors and nurses in there with a woman pushing out a tiny human.
Yeah.
They're not made to lay there for 3 hours and wait for it to happen. So
bring an air mattress with you.
They aren't built for comfort. Okay, these things are not Rolls Royces. These are fucking Chevettes.
You bring an air mattress, a projector, turn that thing into a little slice of home.
No, because there's shit. There's nowhere to put up a fucking projector. There's shit all over the fucking walls.
You bring a sheet.
You can't cover the shit up.
Is it all being used though?
Yeah, and if it's not being used, it's like a fucking corner or something. So
yeah,
it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. I promise.
I think you can make it work. Well, we'll stop. We'll stop here. It's been a long show.
It has. We went long tonight.
Almost an hour 40. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Maybe Gerald will show up. Maybe he won't be so busy.
Possibly. I don't know. He might have to, run to the corner store or something.
Yeah. Now, you could maybe not be here next week.
I could maybe not be here next week.
Yeah, we don't know.
Depends. We don't,
yep.
And I won't know.
Yep.
So you have to listen in to find out, folks.
Yeah. We'll give you an update either way. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Have a good night. Thanks for letting us record 2 days early. We don't cover news, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we went away from that.
It's all the same. I don't even know about this new structure, but it's fine. Fine for now. I feel about this like I do about Elder Scrolls. About this format. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
It's not good. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Just is.
I think we need to work on it, but for today, it's good.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.